Namaste, Jai Bharat. I was talking about the deep state and their intervention in countries, especially I'm concerned about my nation. But I was talking, especially when the last parliament election we aspired to hoped to get more than 400 seats, and which came to much less, leaving BJP not having single majority. Especially after that, I said several times about this deep state and allies who had intervened, who had created rifts and who had created differences. And look at the UP results in parliament elections. The caste played such a role. They have always used caste as an instrument, and they partially succeeded always, but eventually failed. That's a different story. But then, today, recently, I don't know whether it's today or yesterday, I have not noticed, it's the Republic TV. It's the Republic TV and Arnob Goswami who is asking 10 questions to the Congress. Both Sonia and Rahul. 10 questions. In connection with the deep state and their connections with George Soros. And these 10 questions are there in YouTube. It's on air. Arnob Goswami is of Republic TV, or Republic TV is of Arnob Goswami, both are same. Of course, Arnob Goswami I had personal liking for several reasons, at least two reasons. One, he is from Guwahati, and second, he has an army background. So these two things. That's what fundamentally attracts him to me. I spent some time in Guwahati as a student, as a teacher, etc. Those things. But he asked 10 questions. I am not going to repeat those 10 questions. It shall be meaningless because he has already explained so wonderfully in his usual style of presenting, sometimes with emotion, sometimes with little stress, little sometimes the much needed arrogance. That's good. So these questions are there for them to answer. This shows how this interference in others' matters is done by these kind of people. And I was wondering why this was not being talked about by the so-called popular journalists who were much more active in YouTube than me. They're mostly active, and the YouTube is they spend time on making the videos attractive with special jargon, special attractions, special visuals, all those things. I don't do all those things. I just simply talk only. But that's what I will do, nothing more. So I was wondering why no one else is talking. But suddenly, everyone started talking about it. I understand till this time, they had the OCCRP under the control. That OCCRP was in function. The journalists are not always well paid, and not all journalists are well paid. And money is given, and money speaks for many people. Not all, but there are many people. Most people do speak the tune of money, and they don't think about any other things other than some money coming. So they had been suppressed and kept silent, but suddenly everything is gone out of hands. Everything is gone out of hands. Fine. Now at least you think how these people operate, how you have been taken for a ride, and how the opposition. I don't think the Indie alliance will continue this manner, because the high-handedness of Congress is one thing that the Indie will not accept, and the Indie will not accept because the Indie other members are independent. If they are not independent, they would have been in Congress, and silent like her way. The Congress, they have got an unwritten rule. Somebody from the so-called Jawaharlal, Motilal, this Nehru is a spurious title. There is no such title in Bharat anyway. Who were turned into Gandhi. Gandhi, of course, they are not Gujaratis. Gandhi is a Gujarati title. And these people, only someone from their family can become something. Either Prime Minister, mostly Prime Minister, they become. It's meant for them, it's earmarked for them. If the party is in rule, one of them shall be the Prime Minister. Even today that shall be the case. That's what this poor fellow was The poor boy was groomed right from childhood, which leads him to frustration and desperate acts. That is what. That is how the deep state started playing. And the allegations level is actually very serious. And if it's taken well, they'll have problems. And to the extent of they ceasing to be citizens of this nation, which I think should be the case if the allegations are true, especially with the questions of dual citizenships. It's not dual citizenship holding passports of a different country, hiding the fact here and hiding this fact there, somehow managing. Hiding means people will know, but managing this not to be in public, etc. So at least now people are talking about deep state, and Arnob is asking these 10 questions. I repeat that these 10 questions should be heard by all of you. Please see what he says. And these 10 questions are very pertinent, meaningful, and forceful questions which ought to be asked, should have been asked a little earlier. The questions came much later. Maybe he got proof. No, he is a professional journalist. He needs proof to speak about. He must have got the proofs later. So anyway, these 10 questions of Arnab, you please listen to it, listen, and try to see who stands. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Sri Ram.